Waldo Stadium, Kalamazoo, Michigan. It is the home of the Western Michigan Broncos, and the fans have been eager for this showdown for a while. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a team from the American, the Rice Owls, taking on a team from Conference USA, the Western Michigan Broncos. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Owls have been waiting, and finally the moment is coming, and the opening of the season. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's got great speed. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. So Western Michigan's offense will be first on the attack. You know, that connection between quarterback and wide receiver, Jesse, takes some time. We'll see how quickly these two guys get on the same page.
Yeah, the chemistry between he and the quarterback, I think, is what everybody's going to be looking for early in this game. Because David, obviously, having transferred in, he hasn't had a lot of time in this offense. This is his first game. It's the first time doing it with bullets flying live. So he's got a lot of talent. He's got speed. But what does that chemistry look like with the guy throwing him the football? That's what I want to see.
Well, and the good thing is you've got tape and you've seen he's done it at the college level. Like, you already know what he is. Now it's about taking that, using his strengths. How do you use him in this offense early on in the season to really take advantage of his talents?
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
So the Rice Owls offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. It's not always easy to know what you're going to get when you come into a new situation as a transfer, but one thing, David, that will translate for this guy, when there's a hole, he knows how to hit it.
Yeah, and how nice is it to have a guy, man, you know exactly what he is, who he is. He's been around your program. He knows the lessons you want him to teach. He's the guy you want him to be. And now he gets to step in as a senior with all that experience and lead this squad.
Yeah, and David, he's worked so hard for this moment, too, right? This guy put his heart and soul into the offseason workout program, knowing this day was inevitably going to come. He's going to have an opportunity in this game to stat it up. He's going to get the ball early. He's going to get it often. A lot of people are really excited to see how he plays in this one.
Let's talk for just a minute about Rice. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
And you hear it all off season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and then they'll get themselves into those rankings.
Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Out of the gun to give to the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Now, how about that defense in the backfield? Nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker, it's Johnson. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
Let's talk for just a moment about Western Michigan. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus, the number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
4th and short. I already called my third down play knowing I was going for it on 4th down. So you better believe I got the play locked and loaded. We're going for it on 4th down.
From this spot on the field, that would be a 53-yard field goal, but they'll leave the offense out there and try to pick up the first on 4th down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, that is a gutsy play call on that 4th down. I think everybody here in the stadium, including myself, was expecting them to try to throw the football, but they ran it and caught the defense off guard.
Makes the grab on the left. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw on 3rd. Makes the catch. They will score. Touchdown, Broncos. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
Ain't no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. Breaks the tackle. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19.
I think a trait of a running back that you really look for is a guy that can bust tackles. Man, a guy that can make something out of nothing when it's not there. And just a really good job breaking the tackle, continuing to keep the play alive, and never quit.
Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it. And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inches, you just have to go execute, and they do it there.
Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. The give to the back. Powers through the defender. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Owls come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Just going to keep it after the snap. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. And the Owls have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Using his legs, it's Dickey. Oh, he's got some space. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Western Michigan is on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. The give to the back. And there is nowhere to run. They were eager and ready for him this time around. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit.
Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield?
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield. And now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
Find some room, and that's what you want to get away from the goal line. A 5-yard pickup out to the 6. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to the well. Got enough for the 1st. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at 2nd down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on 1st down.
The Broncos trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Using the quick game. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And the Broncos decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Trying to make magic on the scramble.
Defense is all about creating negative plays. He does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off. He takes off and gets a positive gain.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And that's a first down for the offense.
They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Out of the gun, the running back has it.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
Now the play fake. Snagged out of the air. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
I'll tell you, for this defense, they're going to have to find a way to bracket this slot receiver because of how athletic he is. They're going to need to make sure they've got linebackers and DBs surrounding this guy at all times.
Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
This Rice offense has a nice-looking drive going. It's a reverse. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Nice job by this defense staying home, not getting fooled. When the ball goes away from me, I don't just chase blindly across the field. They see the reverse, and I love the speed, the close, and the tackle. They get a tackle.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll give it to the back. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll run the option. Now the toss. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So now it's 2nd and long. He'll do it himself. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. The Broncos really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They bring the punter onto the field now. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. Wilson to pass. looking for a huge play. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the first half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this defense is making it really hard on him, forcing that one to fall incomplete.
Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. Looking downfield on first down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Wide open spaces. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. Going for 6. Hauls it in the end zone. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking for room. It's Browning. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll go right back to the run. Wrestled down at the 32 after a pickup of 5. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Under fire. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you have been calling a great broadcast today from there in Kalamazoo. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these 2 programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been, well, a good competitive game so far. They don't call me the most creative man in broadcasting for nothing, you know.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Lacey. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Wilson will throw. Out of the backfield, he's open. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. The Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. And the Owls can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Oh, better look out! They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. This Rice offense has a nice-looking drive going. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pressure's there, and he lets it go.
Well, they tried to go play action on that one to see if they could freeze the defense, but a great job getting to the quarterback, not being fooled by it, and forcing the incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. On the move and looking deep. Fires the pass. Intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Really tough on offense. 3rd and long, it's tough to know you're passing the football. They know you're passing the football. I'm going to rush the passer. I'm going to drop back deep, make you throw the ball underneath. But, you know, quarterbacks also want to force that football and try to get that first down. He does there, and that's why he creates the turnover.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
Looking to throw on first down. Gets it to him on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Bringing it back. After making the interception, ran that thing back to the 18-yard line.
What an amazing play by the defense. Not only do you get the interception, but you completely flip the field. And how about the open field running by that guy once he made the pick?
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll move the tight end. Looking for room. It's a bunt. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Great shot at a field goal from here. You don't want to be reckless and take it off the board, but you got to go for the score. They'll leave it with him. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. Let's see if Rice can get it in on 1st and goal. He'll pull it on the read. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Trying to slam in. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Pushes ahead. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
This defense impresses me. When they're in short yardage situations or when they're in goal line situations, they just seem to play tougher. They just seem to play better. They've got guys that get after the football. And now they're setting up fourth down.
And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing. So successful. Palmer, now use it against him.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to beat the D deep. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Well, the best thing that's happened so far in this game for this offense has been looking this guy's way and giving him a shot. He has their only touchdown in this game, so they're trying to take another shot down the field. Good job in coverage defensively. You've got to be aware of where this guy is because right now he's been their biggest playmaker.
Trying to turn the corner on the right. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. After the strong run on second down, third down coming. Do they do it again? They'll run the option. Quick toss. And that one will go and reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option. And the Broncos will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Rides the back and leaves it. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. The Owls in a good spot here with second and short. Quarterback on the keeper. Slithers into space. And he's brought down after a nice game. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. He's in open space downfield. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And the Owls are moving quickly down the field. Running back searching for a hole. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They've been running it, but down the pass. Here comes the heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. That's the end of the period, and Rice is on top. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. So we open the final period with a third down play. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Wilson to pass. Finds the tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down, partner. He's a yard short. They're in makeable field goal range. They could tie the game, but instead Instead, they'll go for it on 4th down. Looking for a push on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
He's got it on the right. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion. +30.
And, man, he had nobody around him. That's got to be embarrassing for this defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
A touchdown here on 3rd and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. Wideout trying to get it in. They put it in the hands of their playmaking receiver, but he will be stopped short. It's 4th down.
And that's a big stop by this defense. And now, man, this is decision time. If it's at the 5, if it's at the 10, I'm kidding.
Touchdown, Western Michigan. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's... breaking off big runs, impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed, and that touchdown gives his team the lead.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The give out of the gun. Crosses the 30. He's got away. He rolls all the way up to the 40-yard line before going out of bounds in this running game, making an impact. The Owls, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Wilson will throw. He wants to go deep. Snags it at the 30 and still running. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Give to the back. Fights off a defender. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And not much running room. He had to break a tackle and still break another tackle to try to get back to the line of scrimmage. Not good blocking on the play.
But that's what coaches always emphasize, too. Never assume a teammate's going to make the tackle. It's a running room. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. He'll keep it himself. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
Really nice job by the defense playing responsibility football, making sure the quarterback couldn't make any of his reads, making sure the picture is not clear, getting downhill, getting the quarterback on the ground.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Owls! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
And that's a really nice physical run. This is a team that prides themselves on the ability to establish the line of scrimmage. And here we are in the fourth quarter, late in the game. Everyone's tired, and a no-nonsense run. Great push by the offensive line, taking the lead with that touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
So first down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on second down.
Reese, I got him right where I went. Okay, I'm going to throw the football now.
He unleashes a long one. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, that DB did everything right on that deep shot. You saw the speed. You saw his ability to turn his hips. And how about getting his head around, locating the football, and then knocking it away? Couldn't have done that better.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. He'll do it himself. Creates a little room. Turning it on. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Man, it's so nice to have a QB that can do that can run and make plays when you need it. Late in the football game, trying to run this clock out, preserve the win. He picks up the big first down and keeps the clock moving.
On the move. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Owls.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Missouri is just boat racing them right now, thanks to an offense that's putting up video game numbers. They're up by 32 over the Rebels. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys. He's going for the big play. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Let's go, quick, double, double. Here we go. Set.
They'll go to the fullback. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The corners are walked up tight. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around and make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? The defense will use a timeout here. There are 16 seconds left to play. Power football with the run. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. And they get the icing on the cake, and that might make for some long memories after this one. A disappointing start to this season as they open 0-1.
Tough way to start, but you see it so many times throughout a season. People start slow, figure out who they are, get better as the season goes on, and your dream's still very much ahead.
And the sky's not falling right now. You're just 0-1. There's no need to panic. You don't have to try and reinvent the wheel. What you got to do is go back. You got to watch the film. You got to be honest with yourselves. Where could you have made better plays? You got to limit the penalties. You got to limit mistakes. This team is talented. They've still got a lot to play for, so it'll be interesting to see how they come out next week.
That's going to do it from here. This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to a city immortalized in song, Kalamazoo, Michigan, Waldo Stadium, and home to the Western Michigan Broncos. as we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders, squaring off with another team from Conference USA, the Western Michigan Broncos. 48 Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Broncos will put total leather to crank us up. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Middle Tennessee's offense will go on the attack first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Finds his tight end. It's a seam wide open. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? New set of downs after the completion. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They feed him again. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes a connection. Turning on the Jets. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
We always talk about yak, and that was 3rd and very manageable. They were just throwing the ball to the sticks, just trying to pick up a simple first. But when you've got playmakers like that can do things after the catch, any play could be an explosive one, and you saw it right there. Tremendous job getting it to him early, and he does the rest.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He's got it on the run, and he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the goal line, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, MTSU.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Broncos offense has its first opportunity of the day. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape because that was not great. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get him in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give him a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah,
There he goes. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. The give on the option. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Makes it past the marker. He's brought down at the 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for a first down. And the Broncos are marching down the field. Unloads it left. Rolls it in. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Oh, a lot of space. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. The Broncos started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He'll toss it. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? The extra point here would tie the game.
And a great job by the quarterback, Reese, making the right read. I got to get that defense to commit to me. Now I pitch it. Running back catches it. I'll take this. I'll do the rest. But it was a great read by the quarterback.
And here's the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? And the quick shuffle pass. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Now back up in their own end. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Galloway. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Looking downfield on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
He makes a catch. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. And the Broncos with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. The Broncos are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Broncos will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He gets it up across the 20 to the 22 before he's pushed out of bounds.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd.
And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now the throw. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back games. This guy's not starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really, really well. This defense could use this guy's production consistently.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Oh, they're after him. Complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Makes the grab. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
To the air on 2nd down. Quickly complete. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
That's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Makes the catch. It's Patterson. He'll go out of bounds right at the 23-yard line. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away. He wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off him, does a nice job being patient, taking his time, hitting the drag route, getting the 1st down.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. They've methodically worked the ball down the field. 11th play of the drive coming up, but this one 3rd and long. That's caught. It's Patterson. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looks looking to throw on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure, it gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Crosses to 45. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. You think that was a straight go, or they just sort of went with gut feel as to whether the defense was going to relax on that 4th and 1?
I don't know, but I know this. As a coach, I'm not giving a lot of freedom for gut will on the own side of the field if we're going to go for it on 4th down. I think they probably understood. Listen, it's 4th and 1. I like our chances to get 1 yard, and they went for it, and by the way, they got it.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Unloads to the wideout. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45. Quarterback on the keeper. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. 2nd down coming up. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hodges. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, the running back has it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He'll run it again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Quickly to the tight end. He's got it out of bounds at the 41-yard line. And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Halfway there on first down. It's 2nd and 5. Now on the option. Now the toss. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've sent the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that too. They tackle him and they get him on the ground.
Love the work by the running back on that draw play. He sold like he was going to be pass blocking. At the last second, got the handoff and right away put his foot in the ground to get upfield.
Now the pitch. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
Really good job by the It's understanding responsibility football. First option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
That's caught. It's Cunningham. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Broncos will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And that one's incomplete.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete downfield. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
And I just love having matchups out wide that I know can win. Guys that are so fast on the perimeter that threaten with speed, and guys start bailing and getting out of there. And on 3rd down, and I need that yardage, I can go to him, and he'll get the first down on the call.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Got some room headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room if they can. Touchdown, Western Michigan. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
These close games a lot of times come down to who executes late in the ball game. That was a late game situation. Nice execution, and now they got the lead going into the half, and they have all the momentum.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, Dave?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
You just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
To the air on first down. It's complete on the right side. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. He needed a little late boost from the crossbar, but he gets it to go through. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you have been calling a great broadcast today from there in Kalamazoo. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Going right to work up top. Gets it out fast. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Line getting set on second down. Gives it on the option. Pretty good job of running to get two there to the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
And the Broncos will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. He'll start this drive firing. Working that left side now. How about this running back dragging a toe and getting it inbounds?
Showing off the wide receiver skills. You know, running backs are so talented nowadays, and you split them out as a wide receiver so much, and he showed it there. He can play wide out easily with a nice catch, nice awareness.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Intercepted, the defense has set him up. Got him down quickly after the pick, but man, do you have to take care of the ball down here, and they didn't. They'll mark it at the 27. Great place to start for this offense. Give to the running back. Looking for more room. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
The Broncos are threatening on 1st and goal. And the ball is free on the pitch. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. The 50. He's inside the 40. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get. home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And now they take the lead.
Give the defense a ton of credit in this sudden change situation. Their offense just coughed it up. And this defense comes out, they go 3 and out and force a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense to get the momentum going again.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Finds a little space. There he goes. Powers through. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
What an individual effort there by the quarterback on the RPO, because everybody was covered. He just takes off, and he shows you his ability out in the open field. He's like a running back. He's got great vision. He's got the speed. He looks so natural when he's in the 2nd level carrying the rock. Huge gain on offense by the Q. I love it on that play.
His defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After losing yardage on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 10. Back to pass. Got his man quickly. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. This kicker's leg is getting a workout. He's already made 3 field goals, and here he comes again. That is no good. Still leading by 2 after the miss.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking for a gap, it's Browning. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
On the option, the pitch. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. He's looking to throw. Sets up the screen. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. They'll try to sneak it.
Listen, when you got a big sucker like that at quarterback, all he's got to do is lean forward, and he's going to get that 4th down. He just does a great job getting behind the offensive line, falling forward, and getting the big 4th down conversion.
And the Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. They go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Broncos are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Looking for a deep man. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. Airing at 3rd.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking, and something's a little bit off. And I like the deep shot down the field. At least it wasn't an interception, but they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some first downs and some passing yards because everything's been difficult today.
They've got the screen set up, and they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. We've reached the end of the period. Middle Tennessee is on top and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. And the Broncos line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He's got the back in the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Hauls it in. Oh, he got loose. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. The quick out. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46.
These guys are called matchup guys. They're not the biggest guys on the field, but they're going to win. Short, and they're going to catch the ball, and they're going to make yards after the catch. You can tell those are the type of guys in college football that are starting to get maximized and used a lot more than they were in the past.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Ball is out behind the line. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away. And
throwing down the sideline, and it's a big play down the right side.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
And listen, I'm aggressive by nature. I'm going for it on 4th down most of the time. But that negative play, does that give you a little pause?
It does, because if you touchdown Western Michigan, and they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
That is complimentary football at its finest. The defense gets the turnover. The offense punctuates it, uses it to their advantage, takes the lead late in the football game. Now that defense that just gave you a good stop, they need another one for you.
Out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's get... out to the 20.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Here's a hit. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit. You got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he can't complete the first pass. Let's see if he can get settled.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
He's got it. 1st down and more. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. Not really a huge decision there. You don't want to give up the football at this juncture of the game, and they're able to keep the drive going.
You know, the head coach here obviously feels like punts and field goals are not going to get him back in it, so put this one on your quarterback.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
It's always so hard for offensive coordinators to adjust their game plan. When you lose your starting quarterback, now you got your backup, and a lot of times there's so much cautiousness, and you just don't want to run them that much, or you don't feel comfortable with the whole playbook, and you can see it there, and you can see the cautiousness, the hesitation led to a sack.
What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. It's complete to the left. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Nice move there. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
You know, I'd be worried right now if I were this head coach. I've already had my starting quarterback knocked out of the game. I'm watching my backup quarterback now get ragdolled around as well. What can we do to protect him and give ourselves a chance to win this game?
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. He's productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting 1st down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage. You're probably getting blitzed. It's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Broncos are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the 1st down. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. And the Broncos getting set on 1st and 10. Run in the red zone, it's Gideon. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 80. Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on 2nd down and maybe put this thing away. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.